Yep, I think so. Come on.
Awesome. Welcome everyone tonight. I am so excited to see all your beautiful faces. My name is Becca Tipton and I am Emerald with Ariel. Tonight we're really excited to bring you some good information on knowing your numbers. If you know me, you know I can't math. I'm like 2 + 2 is 5. You got to carry the one. I just cannot do. I can explain math in Spanish before I can understand it in English. That's just me. But Darnell is like the queen of math, and she is here to help us know our numbers because tomorrow we have a massive sale that's going to help you start recruiting rock stars. And Kerri has a game plan that she's going to give us at the end after Darnell talks. So I'm really excited and really thankful for all of you for hopping on and super thankful for Darnell. So I'll let you go ahead and take it away.
Well, thank you, Becca. That was so nice. I'm happy to be here. And to be honest, I didn't really have anything on like the agenda for tonight, so this was perfect. And you're like, do a training with us next week. I was like, yes, I have nothing on our calendar, really. So this was perfect. I'm really happy to be here. My name's Darnell Brunn. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a Sapphire leader here. I started Ariel after Becca. Becca, you're like OG. I started in April of 21. But I've been here, I'm definitely, I'm a founder here, but I have not been here from the beginning. But it's really funny. I never really wanted to admit that I liked numbers in the beginning. I never really wanted to admit that I was more red in personality color than I am. I also think that numbers are kind of green too, because it helps you stay organized in a way. So I think that I like to describe myself as an array of sorry, I'm letting people in the waiting room to enter the waiting room. Now my computer's being slow and doesn't want to let people in. I swear I'm trying. So anyways, I like to say that I'm a rainbow. I'm a little bit of every, there we go. I'm a little bit of every color because then I took, the test a few weeks ago and it told me I was yellow. And I was like, I'm not even like, yellow's never been one that was on my list. Like what? And like, I get it because I do care about other people a lot, but like yellow is like the smallest amount. So sometimes I think that I'm just a little bit of everything. But I'm here to kind of break down some numbers for you guys, okay? Sometimes when we break down the numbers and we get the numbers small enough, they're not as scary, right? I think that a lot of us get scared when we're like, oh, Ruby's only 4,000. You can do that. Like, and somebody's like, 4,000. Like, I only have 4 friends. What do you mean 4,000, And they like freak out when you say that. And I can understand that it's a big number. Not everybody comes into this business already business mindset. Like, not everybody is an entrepreneur. Not everybody's been thinking in that mindset. Okay. And I think that's a place where I kind of fail because I am always like been thinking business mindset. I always have an entrepreneur. I've always had an entrepreneur spirit. Everything that I do, I'm like, how can I monetize this? How can I make more money off of this? How can I help other people make money off of this? I've always done it. Like when I worked in a restaurant, I was like, how many of my friends can I get to work here? Because I make a lot of money in tips and they can make a lot of money in tips too. That's what I did. And I literally recruited all of my friends to work at my restaurant that I managed because I knew I could rely on them. We could make bank together. And we did. And that's like kind of the same thing here, So I broke down a couple of numbers for you guys just based on one Lion's Elixir. I think everybody should be pushing that right now. I think it is a very neutral product because it is not hemp-based, because it's not so much like nootropic adaptogen, and it's just like something totally different that nobody has right now. I think that that should be something that everybody talks about, especially, and we're coming into flu season, we're coming into Rona season, like everybody should be pushing this product. And the reason you should be pushing it is because we make a killing off of it as a single item product, okay? I'm somebody that's always pushed Vibe High. Vibe High is like my go-to product. I talk about it every day. I also talk about GoFlex every day. And I think that the Lion's Elixir is exactly like what we've been needing. So I forgot to take my Vibe yesterday because I took Lion's Elixir in the morning and I felt so good. I didn't even take it yesterday. And I was just like, wait a second, what happened here? Nobody died. And I and I didn't take it. Like that was wild, right? So I think that the Lion's Elixir is something really great for people when they're in a pinch on the run, like just need a little bit of a mood booster. They can feel themselves getting overwhelmed. It hits fast, right? It also enhances all of our products. So that's why I think it's a really powerful add-on. Okay, so let's talk about the fact that you're, first of all, you're making 60 CV off of each one, which is, CV is the commissionable volume, in case anybody's kind of newer, maybe doesn't know the lingo yet. Each item has a commissionable volume attached to it. Because if we went off of pricing, Canadian prices are higher. They would make more money than us. It wouldn't be fair. So everything has a commissionable volume across the board. So each country gets paid like based on the same thing, right? So it's fair because we obviously have grand things of a grand expansion. I think global expansion. That's what I'm trying to like say. We've got that on the brain, right? Like they're forward thinking. So 70 CV. If you are a platinum, that means you're making $35 off of each bottle of Lion's Elixir that you sell to a new customer or rock star. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money off one product. That's like, I'm not sure what you make off of like a jar of Wildcat, but I know it's not that. I don't think it's that. I don't sell Wildcat that much, and that's one of our more higher priced items. I don't sell a ton of Minty either, and that is another one of the higher priced items. But I think you're like just making a little bit more on the Minty than you are on the Lion's Elixir. That's where it's at right now. So 70 CV, 35 for platinum. If you're gold, you're still gonna make $24.50. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Elixir pays us the most too. I am too. And if you came in with just one product and you're a rock star, you're gonna make $21 off of each bottle that you sell. That's still really great money. That's really, really great money. Okay. So then let's talk about if you joined us here with a pack. Okay. So if you join us here with the pack and you get it on subscription, that's $200. You're coming in as a gold. So right there, you're already making gold commissions, which is amazing. And you're getting four products in those packs, right? So you're getting each product for $50. That's a great deal. And then you can upsell that elixir to them too. Okay. So each pack, if you're platinum, we're making $75 off of it. It's 150 CV off each pack, right? So if you could make $75 and upsell them, be like, you should get the Lion's Elixir. Number one, it's good for the whole family, going to keep you all healthy during the 6th season. And number two, it's going to enhance all those products in that pack. It's going to make you really feel everything. It's going to make you absorb things better. It's going to help you to be on top of your game, right? So I'm almost like it's the upsell, right? A little bit. And if you do that, friends, you're going to make $110 off of that, off of your gold rock star. That's an insane amount of money. That's an insane amount of money. Because I don't think making a gold rock star, like normally you're making like $50 off of them. So like, that's a crazy amount of money. That's a crazy difference right there. The $110, it's literally double what you would make if you enrolled a gold rock star a different way. So like, this is the way to go. This is the way to maximize your money right here. Okay. So if you want to hit Ruby, that's 4,000, right? That's a huge, scary number. But if you break that down you divide Ruby by 200, the 4,000 by 200, that's going to tell you how many packs you need to sell, right? So you need to sell 20 packs to new people every month to hit Ruby. Okay. Or like by yourself. That's by yourself. If you don't have a team, you'd have to sell 20 packs. Now, if you sold the 20 packs at platinum, you're going to make $1,500. Also, you're going to hit that Ruby bonus. So you're going to make that other $500, right? So that's $2,000 right there. Just like from that. If you sold 20 packs at a gold rank, you're going to make $1,050. But to be honest, you would rank up to platinum in the middle of that. So you would make more money than that realistically, because you would rank up once you hit 2,500 on your way to Ruby. So you would end up making more than that. But let's just say you were gold the whole time, right? And then if you are a rock star and you came into the rock star level, you would make like $900 off of those packs. But again, you would end up making more because you would rank up to gold at some point and you'd be making 35% at one point, and then you would hit platinum and then you'd be making 50%. So it's really more than that. That's like the bare minimum, you know? I just wanted to kind of get you guys like the bare numbers, the nitty gritty, the bones, right? So if you want to make $500 a month and you're platinum, you need to sell 7 of those packs. That's easy. But if you wanted to make $500 a month and you wanted to sell, and you could sell a pack and you could upsell the elixir You would literally need to sell 5 of those and you would make $550 just from doing that upsell. So I hope that that like kind of helps you see how easy that is. You can sell 5 packs, but get them to get that elixir on there. You've made $500. That's a lot of extra money right now. It's so simple. And like I had this conversation with Daryl Lynn on Sunday. Her and I are very into numbers, angel numbers. I'm sure y'all are too. I know Kerri is. I know we all are. Like we see all the matching numbers and we're like, oh, that means something. Like, let's all stop. But Daryl was like, this company is built on 4s. It's built on 4s. And she's like, you know, Ruby is 4,000. And the way that they have the whole road to Ruby map, if you can get 4 platinum rock stars to join you and then teach them how to get 4 people, you hit Ruby. So it's the power of 4s here. Like it's very interesting. Like Ruby is 4,000. Like I said, the track to Ruby is 4s. What was the other thing that she said was 4s? It was so interesting. And I was like, wow, you're right. 4 is the magic number here. 4 is the magic number to unlock like mobile. That's what really what I think. If you can get 4 people who are really going to run with you and really do this whole, they get 4 people and they find their 4 people that are going to run, you will hit mogul like this. Yeah. A pack plus elixir is 220 CD. That's 100 times. Yes. 77 for gold, 66 for rock. That's insane money right there. Thank you for doing that quick math for me, Kerri. I appreciate that because I did not even like calculate that whole the add-on thing. I was like, damn, I didn't do that. But it's a lot of money right there. Most influencers are not making that kind of money. I had somebody approach me the other day asking if I wanted to do Amazon like storefront shit with her. I'm like, and make 3%? No, thank you. I don't have time for 3%. I don't, you know, like this is a real way to make some money. $500 a month right there. 7 packs. I sold 7 elixirs last week and I got a $275 paycheck today, guys. It was great. I was like, oh shit, look at that. That's a good day. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Because I sold elixirs, like, and I didn't even think I had a great week last week. And it ended up being a great week. And I'm like, look at that. All from these bottles of elixir. Because people aren't as scared to try it. I think when we throw out hemp, people are like, whoa, I don't do drugs. And you're like, hey, Karen, I don't either. We're good. Like, you know, but they hear hemp and they freak out. You know, they hear nootropics and they're like, what's that? That's a weird word. So I think that this is very like everyone's heard of colloidal silver. It's been used for so long and people aren't they aren't strangers to it. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that that's why it's another real power product here because there's a history behind it and you can see it. They used to put it on wounds. I know that like somebody told me that it's great for pink eye. When one of my kids got pink eye, they were like, do you have any colloidal silver? I'm like, colloidal what? That was before I got crunchy. And they were like, oh, it's great for pink eye. And I was like, no, but I'll go find some. And that was when I started really looking into that more. So I think that Lion's Elixir is where it's at, friends, as far as money goes. And where you should be selling. And then, you know, I don't know what they're going to drop tomorrow. I would love to say it's going to be a BOGO. I don't know though. Maybe they'll just discount a bunch of items. Maybe that'll be different items. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll be geared more towards getting rock stars. I'm not really sure, but what I am sure about is these numbers will work once this sale is over too. So that's the beautiful part about this. Okay. So even if like tomorrow comes and everything is just like, sell, whatever, just get it out there. Cause I mean, this is kind of how these sales go. We just go nuts and it's like balls to the wall. Nobody sleeps. Like I'm already on sleep deprived and I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I haven't slept yet. Wait. So I have got to go to bed. But I think that this works no matter what. Until these packs go away at the end of the year, this is the fastest way to stack some money is combining a pack and Lion's Elixir. That's what I've figured out. And that's my math. And this is why it's mathin'. And this is how you can make the math work for you too, friends. And that's about it. That's about what I got.
Thank you so much. I had to take off my video because I was looking like a deer in the headlights when you started with the numbers. I was like, Dude, I look dumb. I'm like, "Nah." And then the way you broke it down, though, I was like, I get it. I get it. I need to sell at least 5 packs this week. I got some, I gotta pay some stuff. So thank you so much. You made that so easy. And I love you for that. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
you, Becca. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you guys. It's fun to have a full screen of people together. I love this.
A collaborative culture. Next, we have Kerri, and she's going to be telling us the game plan for what we're about to go into.
Yes. Okay. I am excited. I love numbers. I'm not always good at them. You can ask Elizabeth. She's always asked me stuff. I'm all, I don't know. Let me find out. So it's okay. We all have our strong suits. The easiest way, if you want to figure out a number on like how much am I going to make, all you have to do is look at the product and look at the number that says CV. That's the commissionable volume. And then you times it by whatever you're at. So if you're platinum, you times it by 50 and it'll tell you the percentage you're going to get. If you're rocks or if you're gold, you times that number by 35 because you get 35% commissions. If you're rock star, you times it by 30. So that's how I was able to type those numbers in the chat real quick. Was I was like, okay, so if I'm just going to touch on this real quick because I know she did, but like it's 150 volume for the packs. If I times that by 50%, that's $75. So that's how I know how much I'm going to make. I'm platinum. Well, I'm above that, but you get what I'm saying, right? So same thing. If you take 150 times it by 30%, it's $45, right? That's what you make off one pack. So that's how you can do it in the future. If you ever want to know what do I make off this thing that I'm selling right now, that's how you do it. You just add up the commissional volume, multiply. I know that always sounds weird. I always think I want to divide it. No, you're going to multiply it by whatever percentage you earn, and that's how you get your numbers. Okay, so moving forward, now that we have our numbers, I don't know if you've seen or not, but I follow some of the top leaders. I listen to what they do and say. Sometimes I follow blindly because I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but they're doing it, so it must be important. So I've noticed a lot of people talking about influencer marketing. They're like, bye-bye network marketing, hello influencer marketing, right? And there's a reason for it. How many people have you spoken to and you're like, and they're like, is this network marketing? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, ew, I'm not doing it. If they're over 25, yeah, Lissy's like, fuck them. Yeah. Okay. Look, if they're over 25, they were alive when all those scams happened in the 90s, right? And like all kinds of chaos happened with network marketing. But it really wasn't network marketing. It was literal scams where they were like not even selling things that, right? It was super illegal. So anybody that hears that word, they don't know any better than what they remember happening to their Mima, their sister-in-law, whoever, who went completely bankrupt in a pyramid scheme, right? Yes, Red said it in the comments, right? So they're afraid that that's what this is. They don't know, period. Most people do not go do the research on what has happened since then, how those are illegal and they got shut down. Like they don't know. They're just like pyramid scheme, bad. Yeah, run away, right? And they don't want to hear anything about it. They turn into like cavemen. I swear. They're like, network marketing, no, bad, you, scary, scam, block, right? Like this happened to Isela not that long ago. They thought she was scamming her and they're like, delete, block. And it's actually like a family member of hers. So she was like, okay. That happened to me not that long ago. I literally had a girl, I was messaging her and she was like, yeah, right, scammer, and blocked me. I was trying to put her in the audition for a free giveaway, right? And I'm like, she's like, send me a video if it's really you. And I did. She's like, yeah, right, I see your AI technology. And I was like, okay, everybody is just really not liking the network marketing field, right? Like, I mean, AI must be really good if they can copy my tattoos and not blur them. So there's that. But it's a weird word for people. So you're seeing a shift. If you follow D, if you follow Kayla, if you've seen some of my posts lately and many others, I just know those ones for sure. They're talking about influencer marketing. And so you're seeing this and you're like, what's an influencer? Well, how do I get those? What do I do? Stop. Influencers are great. And if you have people coming to you that have over 10,000 followers, absolutely invite them to the influencer application. It's in your app. Okay. That's really all you need to know about it. But that's not what we're doing. We're talking about influencer marketing because that's what we're doing. We're influencing people to buy something. right? We're leading with the fact that they could join for free as an influencer, but most people do not have 10,000 followers or more. So then that's when in the DMs, we're like, oh, sis, you know, you don't meet the exact criteria for the free enrollment, but it's only $25 to join. And this is how you could do it, right? So you're just shifting the verbiage away from network marketing into influencer marketing. That's it. So if it seems scary, if you saw people doing it and you're like, I don't know what to do, you're literally doing the same thing. You're just changing a word. Okay. Yes, the term is cringy. That is genius. Let me tell you, when I saw this happening, I was like, wait, I literally read, who was it? I think it was Amiana's post, and she was like, bye-bye network marketing. And I was like, bitch, you are not leaving, because I love her. And then I read the post and I was like, oh, she's not leaving. Okay, good. She's shifting her verbiage, right? And I love it. And it's eye-catching. People are like, wait, what? Bye-bye network marketing? What is this? I've had so many people in my inbox like, what is this join for free thing? What is this influencer stuff? Tell me more, right? And maybe it's for them, maybe it's not. It doesn't matter. It's getting people in the inbox where you can talk to them and go from there. So then I kind of had an inside scoop from Kayla, because I'm in her chats. Thank you to her. She's amazing. I love the collaborative culture here. Again, like we always talk about it, but she is talking to her team about some stuff, about some training that Kristen did with her. And then Kristen dropped it, actually the same exact information, into the leadership chat. So I was going to get the info anyways, but I felt excited that I got it ahead of time. I took notes, like legit. I was like writing stuff down. So this is our game plan moving forward. Okay. If someone is interested in what we got going on, this is somebody in your DMs, somebody in your comments, somebody, even if you're like, this person has stalked me, but they've never spoken to me. That's somebody who's interested. We're considering it kind of a coldish lead, meaning it's not somebody that you've been talking with a bunch, but you know that they're following along. They might be really interested, but we just haven't conversated for some reason. That would be when you're going in and you're going to look at their profile. Okay. You're going to see, like, first off, is this my person? Do I want to work with them? And then second, find something that you connect with them on. And then you're going to message them something like, hey, I was looking at your profile. Your golden doodle is so freaking cute. I'm obsessed, but I would love to send you some information about what we got going here at Ariel. What are you most interested in? So this is, again, somebody who might already have some interest. Maybe they've asked about it. Maybe they've commented on some posts, something like that. But maybe for whatever reason, you have not invited them. You have not talked about this, right? The goal here is asking them what they're interested in, right? We want to be more personable. When Kayla said this, I was like, yeah, that's me. I go right off the bat. I'm like, let me just give you the info, right? I'm not good at reeling, right? I'm just like trying to scoop everybody with a net and people are jumping out, right? So I'm like, you have to be more personable. Right. So we want to ask them, instead of just be like, oh yeah, babe, I'll send you info. Here's the link. Here's the email. Here's this, here's that. Instead, we got to say, what are you most interested in? Because let them talk. They're going to tell you, oh girl. And usually people dump their issues, and you're going to hear about their money problems. You're going to hear about their anxiety. You're going to hear about all the stuff they got going on, which is awesome, because then you can plug them into the right products, the right path, the right signing bonus, right? Like, are they going to start as rocks? Are they going to start as gold? You know, whatever. And that's how you'll talk to them from there based on what they say. So if you're like me and you're like, okay, well, I don't have people chomping at the bit asking me for more info. Same. Okay. That's okay. This is what we're going to do. You're going to go through and make a list of all of maybe anybody you've spoken to about the Rockstar opportunity who wasn't interested at the time, or they were like, oh, I can't right now, or whatever. Anybody that you're like, I want to work with them, or anybody that you just know could you love this. You're like, oh, they've been struggling. She keeps talking about needing more money. Like, I know this could benefit her so much. You're going to love bomb them. Okay. What that means is you're going to go into their profiles. Again, this doesn't have to be thousands of people. Okay. If you have a list of 10, that's fine. If you have a list of 3, that's fine. It doesn't matter. You're going to go in and love bomb them. You're going to comment in their stories, like every single story that you can comment on it. You're going to go heart their most recent posts. You're going to go comment on some of their posts. Be like, don't just be like, oh, love this. You're awesome. So cute. Like, try to be genuine. Try to be like, I absolutely love that fucking sweater. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm so distracted by that sweater. Tell me where you got it, you know, or somebody's stories. Oh, you're like, she mentioned a golden doodle. Your puppy is so freaking cute. My grandma has one. I've always wanted one, but I'm stuck with these brats I have at home. You know, something like that. Like, get relatable, but you're going to just love on their posts. Like that. We're not messaging them. We're just love bombing them. Just go love them, so that literally they open their feed and it's like, Kerri. They're just going to see me in their feed as loving on all their stuff. You're going to do that to other people. Why? Because the more you blow up their feed today, that means the second you start posting about this sale tomorrow, you're going to be in their feed. It's going to say Kerri posted. It's going to tell them, you know, right away, oh, a post from Kerri you might have missed. Like, it's going to do that because that's how the algorithm likes to connect people who are connecting. That's what it does. I see Becca's posts all the time because I'm always loving on her shit. And then I'm like, God damn it, Becca, get out of the way. I'm not selling to you, right? Like, so what you love on, you're going to see more of. So if you're stuck in that and you're like, all I see is Ariel people, then maybe take a break from loving on all Ariel and go love on your friends list. So if you're like, I don't have people like that, go to your friends list, go to your followers or people you follow and go love on them there, right? So I get it. Some of us are new. Maybe you just started. Maybe you're like, okay, or maybe you took a break and you're like, okay, well, I'm coming back. I'm perfect timing. It's a sale. I don't know what to do. Go through your friends list. Go look for people that you love, that you would want to work with, and go love on their stuff, right? Social media, we're supposed to be social. It's part of your daily behind the scenes tasks anyways. But if for some reason you haven't been doing it, today's the day. You're going to take the next hour and you're going to go, not go to bed. You're not going to go shower. You're going to go love on people's stuff. And that's it. Okay. You don't have to message anybody. You're just going to love bomb. Then, okay, there's two last things. If you can get them done tonight, great. I know it's getting later. So I'm going to, again, not talk your ear off. But if you can't do it all tonight, you can do this also first thing in the morning. Okay. So anybody that you've invited to take the audition, but they didn't enroll, the way to go find this is most of us, you have like an invite that you've sent, right? Like a specific, like, hey, we're doing a giveaway on Thursday. I'd love to get you entered and take a look at this, whatever. You have a script that you've sent to people. I know you have, either it was yours or your upline, something. You can type that into your messenger in the search bar and it'll pull up every conversation that has that. Okay. So you don't have to remember who didn't enroll. It will literally pull up the messages for you that have those same words in it. Okay. And you go to them and you're going to say, hey, I'm checking in with you. I know you didn't join the tour, but tomorrow or today, depending if you send it today or tomorrow, is a huge sale. And I'm going to be plugging people in like crazy. I would love to get you started first so that all these people go underneath you. That's it. So they're either going to be like, wait, what? I don't understand. Tell me more. What does this mean? How do I do it? Right? They're going to ask for information or they're going to be like, no, I'm good. That's fine. Either way, you either know who to pass on and know who to help, right? Okay. If they did do the audition, but maybe they never joined, you're going to go love bomb on them first. And then first thing tomorrow, you're going to say, hey, I'm reaching out to you first since you took my tour. This sale is freaking huge and you can basically start for free. I don't know what that means, but Kayla said it. So I imagine it must be something to do with the sale. Okay. And then Kristen did sale, or Travis said, one of them said that the sale is going to be geared around getting rock stars. So something's happening. Again, I don't know what that means, but just take it for what it is. That's what she said.
I think too, there's the hostess reward where if you get 4 customers in your first 48 hours, you get a $25 rebate to start for free. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but that is something we do offer.
There we go. Okay. So you're going to say that. You're going to say the sale is freaking huge. You can basically start for free and it's perfect timing to join now, because if you join now, everybody I enroll next is going underneath you, building volume, which equals pay. I can explain that later. But also you can help your people and make fast commissions on this sale as well. So those are a few of the things that we're going to do. Okay. And I know that might have been a lot of information. We're going to get this replay up ASAP so that you guys can go back. But basically, you're love bombing anybody that you want to work with or anybody that you think could possibly use this, okay? Or that you're like, I know they need these products. They need this sale they couldn't buy before, whatever. You're making a list of anybody that you want to talk to, you want to enroll as a rock star or that you want on your team. Again, remember that just because we want them on our team, don't be scared to invite them. If they say no, that's okay. They could still use products, right? They don't have to join as a rock star, but if you lead with it, it's already on the table. You're love bombing. You're reconnecting with anybody who didn't join the audition, and you're messaging all of your current auditioners. Okay. There's easy ways to do this. If you've been utilizing the app, you can email, right? You can send some quick emails using the My Ariel app. If you have not been utilizing the app, then you need to go through your lists. You need to go back through your messenger. That's another thing too. So if you go, I'm going to show you on Instagram real quick. On the top of your messages, there's a search bar. I know you can't see it right now, but like, let's say I'm going to say, what's one thing I say? Oh, lookbook. I send the lookbook out to freaking everybody and their grandma. So if I type in lookbook, it's going to populate messages. So then I'm going to say see all, and it's going to show me every single message I have that I've sent the lookbook to. So I can go back. Most of them, I'm like, oh yeah, she didn't answer me. She didn't respond. I have people to follow up with right then and there. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I haven't sent the lookbook, that there's something you have sent. Do not hold yourself back. Don't say, well, I can't do that. You can. There's a verbiage you've sent to multiple people. There are sentences that you've copied and pasted. I know there is, because that's what we all do. We all do it. We're like, this message works, so I just sent it to everybody. Right. So deep breaths. Sales are crazy. They're not meant to feel good. Okay. You're going to feel a little chaotic over the next couple days. That's okay. That's okay. But this sale is the potential for you to hit the next rank. This sale is the potential for you to make your joining money back. This sale is the potential for you to make that extra $100 you need for a bill or more. This sale has so much potential, but you have to work it. Okay. So if you don't do any of the behind the scenes work, like making some lists or sending some messages, you are not going to just post and get sales. It doesn't work that way. I've been here 2 years and I almost never get a sale just from a post. Sometimes do they just click and do their own thing, and then I'm like, oh, I got an order. Cool. But usually I'm talking to them first in the DMs. So if you're like, nobody ever comes to me, yeah, same. I bet you Darnell would say the same. I bet you Becca would say the same. I bet you Jillian. I bet you Lissy. I bet you Denise. I'm like going through names of people I know who've been here. Jennifer's on, Jennifer Parker. Like, I bet you most of us are not just like, oh, order, unless you get like a random viral video. But again, that's not always. That is not the norm. So if you're like us and you're like a normal person, you have to send those messages. You've got to do these behind the scenes work.
Can I top in real quick about messaging?
Yes, I'm going to check my notes, make sure I got everything. So go ahead.
Okay. One thing I hear is like, well, when I'm in the app, what do I message? What do I say? What kind of, how I need a script for my email. First, use your own tone, but second, use your friends. So if Kayla or Kerri, I use Kerri all the time. She don't know. I'll see a post and I'm like, damn, that bitch did the right thing. I'll go copy her post. Now I ain't going to paste it to Facebook, but I'm going to put it in my email that I'm sending to my people, because they haven't seen Kerri's post, so they don't know where it came from. They're just like, Becca's smart. And I'm like, I know. But that's what I'm telling you guys, do. Make it your own tone. Kerri and I kind of talk alike with the way we word things and like what we can get away with. So I only have to tweak it just a little bit. But I have already gone in. If you're my personally enrolled rockstar, you got an email today telling you about this Zoom tonight and offering to relaunch you now if you needed help, and also to reach out and ask me questions. So take advantage of your app. It's myariel.com. If when you load, it takes you to some chick named Renee, go in and clear your cache, because that's happened. I don't know who Renee is, but like 4 of us keep getting her when we go to myariel.com. Go in, clear cache, and then start sending it, sort it by auditioners, your rock stars, whatever it is you're doing, and make your life so much easier by using that feature and using those scripts. Okay.
Yeah. The one last thing I was going to add. So I forgot that I had enrolled under Christina's my Ariel app, because she's like, oh, just go create an account like in my Ariel account so you'll see my email, because I was trying to borrow some scripts from her. She's like, instead of me sending it to you, like I'll just email it, so like just get on my list. So if you are like, I don't know what to send, I want to send an email, like I have the app set up, I have my emails, I don't know what to send, borrow someone else's information. Like, again, don't always just copy and paste. Make sure that it's your verbiage. Make sure that you're using your photos, or right? If you use mine, I have tattoos, so that might look weird if you have like a random tattooed arm in your photos, right? But like, you can utilize verbiage. I'm on multiple top leaders email lists, whether they know it or not, and I get their emails and I see what they're doing, because I like to not have to reinvent the wheel. So you can do that with email. You can do that with posts. You can look in stories and say, well, how are they talking about this? I don't know what to say about the elixir. I don't know what to say about the sale. Go look. Darnell has been crushing it with her, like finding her people posts. I'm like loving them. And I've been trying to copy that because I'm really good at word vomiting on my posts. And I'm like, she's like, boom, 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 boom. And now I want to join Darnell. So now I'm going to use that in my post. I'm going to do my verbiage, right? Take screenshots. Lissy just said, I have so many screenshots. Okay. Cool thing about a screenshot. If there is verbiage on a post or a story that you love, you can screenshot it. I know this is for iPhone. Sorry if you don't have an iPhone, because I don't know if it doesn't work. Once you screenshot it, you can hold down on the words and you can copy and paste the words from the photo into your notes app, into a Word box, whatever. And you can go in and edit it, make it your own. You can add emojis. You can do all that stuff. So again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to be some fancy, like author and like know all the right words. You can utilize other people's stuff. I do it all the freaking time and pretend like it's mine. Becca always touts me, and I'm like sharing all my secrets, but you can do this kind of stuff, right? Like if you see Darylyn and you're like, oh my God, I love the way she talked about joining as a rock star and like what we offer. Cool. Go copy paste it into your notes app, edit it to sound like you, right? You don't want to say you're a 7-figure earner if you're not. You don't want to say that you're a legend or a mogul or whatever if you're not, right? You want to edit things to fit you, but you don't have to come up with everything yourself. That was the greatest lesson I ever learned in doing self-development. And I hope that you guys are working on personal development. So if you're ever stuck mentally, you really need to be doing that. But same thing with personal development. All of it has been done before. I talked about this last week. Every new thing that you learn for mental health, it all goes back to like Jim Rohn, and it goes back before him, but I don't know who was before him. I just know Jim Rohn because he's like my favorite guy ever. But
Why Zig Ziglar?
yeah, Zig Ziglar, right? Like all these guys, Eckhart Tolle, they're like the originals, right? And then you have Mel Robbins, then you have Brennan Burchard, and you have all these people who are now saying the same thing. So it's okay to copy people who are doing great things. Everybody's saying where. If you haven't added your auditioners to your contacts, you can still find every single email since we started doing the auditions. How do you do that, Jillian?
Okay, when you go into your back office and go to your contacts, like you're going to download the CSV file. There's a drop down that you can select the time period of contacts, and you can go all the way back to the very beginning of this year, and it will give you the spreadsheet of all your contacts you had for that month. I did that today, and there was a period, I was like, I didn't plug in any of these, and I didn't realize they went away. So I was digging through and I found them all today. They are all in there. You have to go through the menu in the contacts to find the time period you want to download that file.
It's advanced search. So it'll set October. You just got to go back.
I click on the arrow to go through it.
Yes.
And I just went through and I went to every single month and just downloaded them individually, and then just copied and pasted the different ones and put them all in a spreadsheet and updated. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going through and I'm editing all my contacts, because you know how they go in backwards.
So what's really cool too is if you save it as a CSV file and you open it into an Excel spreadsheet or a Google spreadsheet, you can do an auto sort to automatically pull all the auditions to the top.
Yep, that's exactly what I did.
And then you can delete all the others. I mean, if you're like, I've never saved files to my app, then save them all. But if you're like, I just want the auditions, then you can go back and just save them. But yes, amazing. Freaking do that. If y'all don't know how to do that, number one, you can Google. Actually, I don't even like Google, but it's really easy. Just go in your back office, go ask in your team chats, how do I find my contact reports in my back office? Either somebody has a graphic or can explain it really quick, but it's in your back office under organizational reports, or what's the other
That's
one?
it. And what Jillian said is when you export it, what she's doing is for some reason when it exports it in one column, like an Excel spreadsheet column, it says last name, comma, first name. So you have to go in and edit that to 2 separate columns, because one of my favorite, actually my most favorite feature about that app is that you can plug in that person's name to make it more personal. So like, happy Monday, Johnetta, happy Monday, Denise. I don't have to go in and manually type those in. I can add it in. But if you import that CSV with last name, comma, first name in one column, it's going to be wonky when you send it out. So it is an extra step. I know what Jillian's going through because I've done it myself. Sometimes I get lazy and just type the first name over. But that is one step, and we can cover that next time because that's a lot to go over. But
Yeah.
if you need help, just reach out to your sponsor on that.
Yeah. So
And say a prayer
basically,
for Jillian's fingers.
yeah, say a little prayer for you. So tonight we learned our numbers. Everybody knows at least how to figure out their numbers to the smallest degree, to at least know, what do I make off one sale? You can do that, right? And then you just multiply it to figure out bigger numbers. Okay. So we've got that going. We know that the sale is happening tomorrow. We just don't really know what it is, but we kind of know it's geared towards rock stars. So we're making our lists. We're finding our people, right? Then we're love bombing the crap out of them tonight. Okay. If you don't get to messages tonight, I know it's getting late, especially if you're on the East Coast, it's a little bit even later than me. So we're just at least love bombing tonight. Okay. Spend 30 minutes, set a timer, 30 minutes. I'm love bombing the crap out of everybody. Then tomorrow morning, first thing, we are messaging everybody who was in the audition or didn't do the audition. And we're like, hey, get in this before I start enrolling people, because I'm enrolling people. And if you're having a block with that mentality that you're going to enroll people tomorrow, you need to shift your mindset. You're going to enroll more people than you've ever enrolled tomorrow, but you got to take the action. Manifestation requires positive thoughts and action, right? Head down, start walking, girl. Like, and guys, just in case there's any, I don't see any, but I don't want to, no discrimination. So you guys can freaking do this. I know it's scary. I know you're like, a sale. I know there's a lot of new people on here. I'm looking at names. Sales are fun after the fact. Okay. So we're all going to work. We're all going to put our heads down. And then next week, when you get your paycheck, you're going to be like, yeah, that was fun. I can't wait for the next one. Right. So any questions, let me know. Becca, Darnell, we're all here.
If you're in your first 30 days, I know Johnetta still is, we're getting Rep the Brand between now and Friday. You're getting your 4 between now. If you are in your first 30 days, you just earned Rep the Brand with this sale that's launching tomorrow. Go in knowing that is a fact. You're for 100% getting your 4, and you're getting that cute hat and the free bottle of whatever. Okay. So message your sponsor. If you're still in your first 30 days, we want to make sure that you hit that, and we'll hold you, help you out with tips, and also help you out with closing, even if we have to do like three-way calling, like whatever it is. Leisha.
And I just want to throw in there before we end, if anybody doesn't like hats and they hit Rep the Brand, I will gladly take it from you. I didn't know about Rep the Brand when I started, so I'll pay for shipping. But anyways, with all that, you guys, I love you. Let's go crush this sale and go rock your business.
Love you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.